Story 1. He, 29M, told me he was single, but was getting married. I, 24F, walked away quietly. Now he's upset. About a year ago, I was talking to this guy, 29M. We had great chemistry, deep conversations, and a genuine connection. He told me he was single, and it really felt like more than just small talk. It felt real. Then, I found out he was actually getting married. Yep, he got married last year, engaged, while telling me he was single. Honestly, that really hurt. I didn't confront him or make a scene. I just quietly stopped talking to him. I kept my distance, but we were still friends on Snapchat, so he would randomly send snaps or messages throughout the year. I ignored them every time. That year really changed me. I grew emotionally, and I became more guarded. What happened with him stayed in the back of my mind, and I think it affected me more than I let myself admit. Today, he messaged me asking for a picture. I ignored it again, and then he sent a message saying we used to have great conversations and asked why I was being rude. I didn't respond, and then he sent one last message saying, "Can't believe you ignored me," and ended up unfriending me. Now, I'm left with this weird mix of emotions. Part of me feels bad, even though I know I was hurt and had every right to walk away. But another part of me wonders if he deserved better closure. Maybe I should have told him why I backed off instead of just disappearing. Would love to hear your thoughts. Comment 1. Don't feel bad. It wasn't just small talk, it felt real. The thing with players who have little empathy for others is they're experts at bullshitting their way into your bedroom. I wouldn't give another thought or moment of your time to someone who lied to you about something so fundamental at the start of a relationship. This guy isn't worth your time. Comment 2. Just picture him doing the exact same thing to 8 other women, because that's probably what he's doing. He just wants to cheat. Now he's pouting. Comment 3. He's a cheater, and he contacted you because he wanted to see if you'd want to hook up again. He's just angry because you're not interested. Don't feel sorry for him. He's a terrible person. Comment 4. Message me again, and I will send it to your wife, is the appropriate response. Comment 5. Abusers get angry when you leave instead of reacting to their abuse. They feed off their victim's pain and suffering. Everything they do is calculated to get a reaction. You're affected because you're trauma bonded. Listen to your intuition. Block this PS. Story 2. 33M husband went to a strip club and cheated IMO, and then lied about it multiple times over a month before owning up to me. 33F. Is this grounds for divorce? My husband and I have been together for 10 years and have 3 young children, including an 8-month-old. I've always been clear that I consider a private lap dance from a stripper to be cheating, too intimate and physical. While I'm okay with watching dancers in a group, a private lap dance crosses my line. Recently, my husband went on a bachelor party. When he returned, he mentioned an odd detail about walking home alone one night, but dismissed my questions. I knew immediately he was lying, something I can always sense, even with small things. This was a month ago. I've always said cheating is unforgivable, unless it's a genuine one-time mistake, met with immediate remorse and open communication. I told my husband I would try to work through that. Tonight, a month later, I confronted him. I told him I knew he was lying about the bachelor party. He panicked, tried to lie again, but finally admitted that he and another single guy went to a club. He initially claimed the other guy was pulled into a back room, and he felt pressured to stay. The truth? The other guy left, and my husband stayed alone for a private lap dance. He says 30 minutes, but his phone was dead, and then wandered home. During that time, he was unresponsive to my texts for about 20 hours, which was very unusual. I almost contacted the bachelor because he usually responds to my updates and photos of the kids. I found a 5-minute video clip on his phone, deleted, but I recovered it, where he was bragging to the other guys about the lap dance, how attractive the dancer was, and made a vague reference to someone's hands being in someone's pants, which he denies. I'm devastated. When I pressed him tonight, he said he didn't tell me because he knew I'd consider it cheating. So he did it anyway, then lied to my face for a month. He never would have told me if I hadn't confronted him. How far would this have gone? I'm considering divorce. I feel I'll never trust him again. I deserve someone who respects me more. He knew my boundary and deliberately crossed it, alone. But I'm terrified of the future with a baby and two toddlers. I'm so angry. Has anyone been through this? Did you leave or stay? Is this something I should try to work through? Comment 1. If you stay, then it's acceptable. Comment 2. I think, I didn't tell you because you'd think it's cheating should be rephrased as, I didn't tell you because I cheated. Comment 3. I moved out the day after my husband went to a strip club. He knew I wasn't playing around with him spending money on other women and acting like a single man. If he wants that life, he can have at it. I told him before we married that I would not be that woman that sits at home waiting for her husband to come home from bars. Sure, I'm not putting up with strip clubs. Story 3. This morning my F27 boyfriend, M28, carelessly revealed a good morning XX text he sent to a coworker. I'm struggling to process what's happening. Last night, she told him, I wish we had disappearing messages, and he reacted with a laugh. They were discussing how I might have poisoned his food, so he's clearly been telling her I'm crazy, which I haven't. Why would she even think that? The whole situation is unbelievable. I can't even write it all out right now. I feel sick. Today has been incredibly difficult. I've given him everything. My dad helped him get his first job in the music industry. When we moved to London, I shared all my friends and connections. We've been friends since 2017 and together for 3.5 years. We've been through our master's degrees, financial hardship, mental health struggles, and both good and bad times. I feel like I'm dying inside. He initially denied any wrongdoing, which shocked my friends. He only admitted it later today and somehow twisted it to be my fault. He's wanted to break up with me for a while, but apparently, I make him sad and guilty when we talk about our relationship. So, that's my fault too. That's what he told me today. I haven't always been perfect, and neither has he. He pushed me a few months ago. He recently made fun of my weight. He's my best friend. I can't understand why he would betray me like this. We've been through so much more than most young couples. I'm heartbroken. I can't believe I've been betrayed. I may not have been perfect, but I would never have treated him this way, even during difficult times. I've always stood by him. I'm in shock and incredibly upset. If anyone has any words to help ease this pain, I would really appreciate it. I feel lost, alone, worthless, and discarded. He said he never wanted to bring up my past trauma of being cheated on and abandoned, but that's exactly how I feel right now, like I've been ripped open all over again. He claims he has trauma from when he cheated on his ex, so he won't admit that what he's doing is cheating or even leading up to it. He's gone away for a few days to process all that. I don't even know what my question is. I just feel lost and confused. Comment 1. Your best friend pushed you and made fun of your weight? I've had enemies that are nicer. Comment 2. LOL, he has trauma. Is this a joke? I'm sorry, but I'm literally laughing at him. I hope you cut him off already. Comment 3. So he cheated on his ex and now he cheated on you. Sounds like he doesn't want to accept that his trauma is called being a shitty person. Comment 4. He is not worthy of your love. Comment 5. Please tell me you will dump him. This was painful to read and I don't even know you. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.